Many English learners say 2 months. Some say 2 children. Is that correct? I want you to join me in this lesson so that I take you through how irregular nouns form their plurals to help you understand why this is not correct and why this is a mistake. In our today's lesson, we want to look at what irregular nouns are. We also want to look at the common irregular nouns and the way they form their plurals. Then we look at how to use the irregular nouns and how they form the plurals and how we can use them correctly in sentences. Stay tuned. So the big question is, what are irregular nouns? We know that irregular nouns do not form the plurals by adding either s or es or ies or ves like the regular nouns, because they don't have a formula. We need to learn them, you memorize them, you understand them for you to be able to use irregular nouns. You can have a look at some examples down here. In singular, you talk of a child. When there are many, you talk of children. A man changes to man. A mouse changes to mice. These 3 examples are very clear. You can see there is no formula that is being applied. We are not adding anything. We are changing the entire word. So looking at some of the common irregular nouns, like from my examples here, child changing to children, man changing to men, woman changing to women, tooth changing to teeth, foot changing to feet, mouse changing to mice. You might notice that in some words like man, woman, tooth, foot, we are changing the vowels, but still that is not the rule. Irregular nouns do not have the rule that we can use or we can apply to change the singular nouns into the plural nouns. So when used in sentences, you realize that an irregular noun in singular changes completely when you use it in the plural form, and the entire sentence changes, especially when you look closely at the way the words have been used in the sentence. Like for example, in singular, you can say a child is playing. In plural, a child is playing changes to children are playing. Then the man is here changes to the men are here. The woman lost her purse. You can talk of the women lost their purses. So I have here a short practice exercise that I want you to have a look at. So I wish that you pause the video for some time, have a look at the exercise. I want you to change the following irregular nouns into the plural. The first one is child, woman, and mouse. I want you to follow the lesson, follow what we have been talking about, and see if you can remember how we formed the plural for child, how we formed the plural for woman and mouse. After you are through with the practice exercise 1, changing the singular irregular nouns into the plural, I also want you to pause this video, look at our practice 2, which requires you to fill in the blanks with the correct plural for the words in the brackets. So I expect you to use these words, the nouns that are in the brackets, they are in singular form. So you change these words into their plural forms and use that plural form to fill in these blank spaces. So the first step is change the words in the brackets into the plural. After you are through with that, then you can use those words that you have formed or the nouns in the plural form to fill in the blank spaces. This is a very good exercise for you. You can do it on your own at your own free time. So, as we come to the end of our lesson today, I want to take you through the summary of what we have been talking about in irregular nouns. You need to remember that irregular nouns do not follow in a formula, so we are not going to add the s or es, ies, ves, so we don't apply that rule. Then it is important to remember that irregular nouns, now that they don't have the formula, you must memorize them, you must practice them, you must learn them. So after you do all that, you will be able to remember them because there is no formula. Then after you get the correct form of the irregular nouns, both in the singular and the plural form, you are supposed to use them correctly in sentences for the sentences to make sense, both in singular and in plural. A lot of practice is required here. Then coming next, in our next lesson, still on nouns, we want to look at invariant nouns. These are nouns that do not change in plural. We use the same noun in singular and the same noun in the plural. So I wish that you subscribe for more easy English lessons. Subscribe to Learn English with Simiyu.